Welcome back. Fourth installment of Inheritance DLC. I am Bagman, and today my shoulder is just hurting kind of bad, and I could be complaining about it, but this ain't no page where you get to complain. You gotta suck it up, and you gotta just live with it, because there's more things to worry about,
Ugh. Ugh, it reeks in here.
like reeking. Because it trigger flashbacks. Because I remember some of this, but still, I'm not sure where it's gonna really. Where it's gonna be different than the father's side of the story.
I swear, that dog doesn't shut up!
We gonna kill the dog. Don't kill myself.
How the hell did you get out? Go on, get out of here! Before I find a way to keep you in there for good.
So I guess now would be a good time to tell a story about why I'm so terrified of dogs. I had a friend, he lived up the street from me. He had a beautiful pet dog, and its name was Princess. Very easygoing name, it's a cute little animal. It was a border collie, and I love animals. At some point I decided, I was like, I'm gonna be a veterinarian. But when it comes to dogs, there's just something, and dogs don't like me. So when I try to be nice to dogs, they end up barking at me, they growl at me, they look at me mean, and I'm just sitting there, I'm like, hey, I'm a nice guy, be nice to me.
I wonder when was the last time this place saw sunlight?
I go over to my friend's house, sometimes we play on the trampoline, jump on the trampoline, the dog, ooh! Bad candle. Sometimes the trampoline would, I don't know where I was going with that. I was going to say it would be bouncy, but of course it was bouncy. We play on the trampoline or whatever. The dog would be up under it, biting our feet while we jumped. And so we would have to play a game where we'd have to jump where the dog wouldn't bite us. It's a lot more difficult than it seems.
No, that's not how it went.
Uh-oh.
Maybe... No, that's not right.
What's he gonna do?
I told you never to come down here!
Sorry, Daddy. So we're playing with the dog or whatever. Well, some days it's just like, don't make eye contact with the dog. You can make it back. You walk real slow. Don't you dare run. That dog will come after you and hunt you down. And so we're walking back to the house, and apparently I had walked in the dog's territory. I don't really understand. There was just some place that you weren't supposed to stand. Well, nobody told me that. The dog ran up to me and viciously started attacking my foot. And it was one of the scariest moments I've ever experienced with a dog. Other times, very similar to that. Another time, right across the street from where the collie lived at, was a little boy we played with. Me and the guy who had the collie. But this guy, he had a Rottweiler. And I'm like, all dogs are equal. There's no difference between this dog and that dog. Like, let's just be nice and be friendly and let me pet you and love you. And that's just how it goes. But so, I'm trying to pet his dog and it don't like me, so I never touch the dog again. One day, the people weren't home. My friend with the collie wasn't home. I had ridden my bike up to his house, and then... What is wrong with this paper? Oh, that's wrong. I go up to his house. He's not home. I start driving my bike back home. Well, apparently the dog, the Rottweiler, had gotten out of the fence somehow. And this dog comes to my bike. I had somehow gotten off of the bike, and so if this canvas was my bike, I had walked around on this side, the dog was on the other side, and he started going counterclockwise. I would go around the other side. And so what it turns into is about a 5-minute walk to my house, and I'm just slowly walking circles around the bike, trying to keep the dog away from me. And that dog was going to get me. I managed to do that the entire walk home. So, let's paint.
Oh, the summer trees. So green and vibrant and full of life, but also young and inexperienced. Let's try to find them a more poignant season, where they are wiser, have some stories to tell.
They're wiser and have stories to tell. What color represents wisdom? Oh! Stop. We went to a haunted house one time. It was the Perry Haunted Barn. And I thought it was going to be a great trip, you know, haunted house, you know, we have fun, do our thing. Get out of the first room, walking into the second room, and there is a... It's beautiful. Ah! And there is a little mechanical dog that jumps out of a doghouse and comes after us. Not like literally comes after us, but it's just kind of like mechanically programmed to just kind of pop out. Well, that was about the scariest thing in the entire room. The moral of this video would be, I'm a cat person. Stop making noises. Alright. Obviously I can't find this. I don't know what wisdom is, but we're gonna use red because why not? The dog came after me when I came this way. I only see green and blue as the only others.
Ah, yes! The autumn of life, when man seeks shelter from the elements. Let's see how our little hut fares when the skies grow dark.
When the skies grow dark. So find black paint. But don't you dare pick up that crayon. I'm telling you, don't do it. You see more of the houses forming. You don't get yellow to brighten the picture. Where's black? I'm not sure if that's white or black. I suppose we'll see.
No! Any old house will do in times of prosperity. We need to see how it fares when misery darkens the sky.
Misery darkens the sky. Any old house will... What is that? So, it's the color when something comes after me and attacks me. I think gotta be something scary in the show too, when there's just random eyeballs in a painting. You know, I'm no person to say what art is and what art isn't, but it's sketchy. You know, if I had this in my house, you know, my kids are running around. No, I don't have kids, but still, I got kids running around. They see something like this, like just eyes just dragging down and blood just dripping. It's just, I'm gonna have kids one day. It's my baby. Stop. No, it's pushing me into a corner. Beautiful. Okay, this is where you get the black. Evil cat. Hi, baby. On the wheel, on the two-car. Get it? Get it? Good job. Shake It Off. Taylor Swift. Good song. I don't know what else to tell y'all. Very shameful life. Once again, that's why I wear the bag. Hence, bag man.
You see? In the end, all we take for granted is fragile and temporary. Man passes, while nature endures.
Okay.
Speaking of which, I don't think our proud stallion likes the weather. Let's brighten things up a bit.
Alright, we need yellow as a connotation for... Where's he at? Stupid dog. Green. Red. I don't like all this screeching. I hope I'm not making a circle. I am making a circle. Never looked up. This is a beautiful house. Here you go. Follow the dog. Leads to happiness. Why? Stupid dog. I'm gonna go back. Let me go back. What is happening? Hey, Teddy. No, 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 no. Tripping out. No. It's a pony. Beautiful.
That's right! The sun bestows its kind rays upon the land. It's getting warmer and warmer until finally... Marvelous, isn't it? I know it seems like a tragedy, but a beautiful tragedy is always better than an unremarkable existence.
I definitely have questions.
In his own way, I believe he meant well. He wanted me to excel, hoping that when the time
beautiful
came,
painting.
I would succeed where he failed. Avoid his mistakes. God knows he made
Something's
plenty of
missing.
those.
What? Stop. Prompt me to go to the dead room. Alright. This is Herman. Great guy. I was gonna make up a name for him, but the only ones I could think of was like Mousy. Like, would that make sense? No commentary. Nothing on that. I refuse. Ooh. Oh, I think we've been in
I don't know what I expected to find. A farewell note? A final will? What I found was an apology,
It is so sweet.
expressed in the only language he ever truly knew.
I know than some of the previous videos I didn't
that
talk loud
moment,
enough, so I'm
I could finally see
attempting to
my
do better in
father
this
for
one.
what he was.
Binning. That's what it says. Did you
A
read
man
that?
driven insane
go back.
with sadness and guilt.
You gotta read the blocks.
Trapped in this house, a nightmarish echo chamber of past mistakes and tragedies.
It's beautiful. I'll take it.
It was this house, A place beyond